because most people think when you're like producing music, it's all just
Yeah.
You listen to the same one hi hat
Yeah.
or the same fucking kick drum
Yeah.
thousands of times, and it's draining. And I
Over
think you
and
get to
over
a point
again.
where, or I think it also gets to a point where you're like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Let's move on to something else. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it with fresh ears.
Mm-hmm.
You'll add whatever thing, like the other little bits you think you need in.
Yes.
And then that's when you know.
Interesting, bro. Because, bro, some people, bro, I've had some people in studio, yeah, go in and they think it's gonna be a party, but bro, and you're making a tune and you're repeating something, either a beat or like you're trying to get that verse exactly the way you want to record it. You want to get that bar sounding exactly how it sounds. Like even with the God forbid if a person went in there when you're building everything from scratch, like I just said. Oh my God, the amount of sound you have to hear over and over again. I lie.
Through your library. Like...
It would make certain people hate this shit. Think, you know, what the fuck is it? Let me go, bro. Because it's like so much things like getting repeated back and forth, innit?
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, bro. I want to make a fucking beat, but I'm not, bruv, nothing's coming. Like, I'm not, what do they call it? The creative juices are not flowing. What the fuck? Literally. Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have that?
Yeah, 100%. I'll end up just trying to force something, and I'll get an hour in,
yeah,
and I'll play it back, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what a waste of my time.
Yeah.
I'll just delete it. I'll just be like, I'll come back to it.
Oh, shit. Yeah. And even like, you see like when you make a beat, yeah, bruv, like when I was making...
Yeah, I'd like to think like what I read recently, what Nas did. He made, when he did his, I think it was Stillmatic album.
Okay.
He put his daughter as the executive producer.
Oh shit!
So she still gets royalties from that now.
How smart! I thought DRKaye was the first person to do that, but he's done that Kaye back.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. So
I want to be able to do that for my kids.
Yeah.
100%.
Bro, that's absolutely amazing, man. Because family, and then bro. Would you even like, let's talk about your brother, man, quickly. Like your brother, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was good to meet your brother as well. Like, would you, obviously he can do whatever he wants to do, whatever makes him happy. Like, do you sometimes does certain thoughts sometimes go through your head that says, imagine if my brother just fell in love with, you know, with production and we can be like a double team one day, or, you know, just kind of work together, you know, that kind of brotherly thing, you get me?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I would love to be able to, because I mean, at school he started touching up on music production anyway. He started really enjoying it. Then he got himself in some trouble, this, that, and the other. So it kind of, he stopped doing that. But yeah, no, I definitely want to be able to do that with him. 100%. I think it's just more of a case of when he's ready to do that.
Yeah.
Because obviously at the end of the day, he's only 14, 15.
He's at that, like when I had a little quick conversation with him, yeah, like he's at that beautiful stage where it's like, bro, the world, you know, when people say this word, the world is your oyster. He's at that proper point where it's like, you know, he's soaking in like different things in it that he likes, and then eventually it's like he will land in terms of like what exactly he wants to do in it. But now when I was just talking to him, just looking at him thinking, bro, you're at such a beautiful like phase in your life where it's like just, yeah, man, just taking as many things as you can, man, and then eventually you're gonna fall in love with something, innit? Mainly, innit? Like, proper love it, man. Where every beat on that project here was like made from scratch. You know, when people say like this beat, me and the producer locked in the studio, we made it off. Like we literally, I'm not gonna lie, we spent hours, nights and nights in the studio. So I'll go in studio, he'll be making a beat. You know how it goes. He'll be making a beat. Or even sometimes we just go there, we just talk like the way me and you are talking, and then before you know, he'll get cracking. So, but when he was making that beat, yeah, something fucking hit me, and I thought to myself, bruv, when do producer know that this beat is finished, bruv? This guy, bruv, I'll go in the booth, this guy will be trying to twang the beat. So for you personally, when you're making a beat, when do you fucking say, you know what, bruv, this is done, bruv, I'm not fucking with this beat anymore, it's complete, you get me?
I think,
honestly,
you get to a point where you're trying to add the bits you think you need to add in.
Yeah. And
then you listen back to it like, nah, okay, I'll just delete it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Bro, you know, yeah. Yeah, continue, sorry, to even cut you, because, bro, nah. I think to myself, probably some producers out there who are probably like working a certain way probably have a difficult, not even a difficult time, a tricky time. They probably have like a tricky time in terms of like just just making a decision, like in terms of like, yeah, this is done. Like, but yeah, bro, continue. Sorry. What you're trying to do, like, how important do you think teamwork is?
I think it's extremely important. Extremely important.
Yeah.
I didn't quite realise how important it is, especially in the music industry.
Yeah.
After I read Storms' book, actually.
My ex got that book, man. I should have read that book.
It's
Proper good
very,
book. Yeah,
very good book. Yeah, it's literally more about him and his team than just him.
Okay, love that. Yeah, because I'm not gonna. I think I should. Yeah, I should read that book, man. Hopefully, I should read it. And what's the next release, man? What's coming up, man? Like, what have you got anything loaded, like in the pipeline already, just ready to go, or you're teasing certain things right now and you're contemplating what to kind of put out?
Yeah, currently been working with Sub 10, so we've probably recorded 4 or 5 songs so far.
Jeez.
Probably gonna record God knows how many more. Just kind of make a little library going, and then we can just kind of pick and choose when and what we want to release when.
Yeah. Bro, love that, man. You're making a beat, but for whatever reason, like mentally, you say, you know what, this repeating shit today, I'm not on it, man. Let me get back on it tomorrow. Like, do you ever have those kind of days, or do you have days? Also, do you have days where you push yourself to be like, you know what, nah, I need to fucking do this. I need to make a beat. You get me?
Yeah, I think it's always important to walk away from it, even if it's for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then come back to it, because there's been times where I've sat there hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Making this one beat, and I'm thinking it sounds well good at this point. And then I come back to it in 10 minutes and I'm like, that's awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
But because you're so engrossed in what you were doing, it's like you got the noise you wanted, but doesn't mean that noise is right.
Okay, I hear that. Hey, that's a bar for some up and coming producers, man. So sometimes you'd recommend some of them to give it a rest, like even for like 10 minutes or for an hour, and to go back and then to go back with like a clearer, what did they say, with a clearer ear?
Yeah.
And you can hear all of the shit that maybe you wasn't hearing before, like you said. Bro, love that, man. Like, what are we looking at? Like,
So,
are you looking to drop some
next project will be at some point with Sub 10 and Wiley.
Yeah.
That will be the next thing. Obviously, just gotta wait on a few things. Certain situations have arose. That will be coming at some point. I think there'll be probably a few singles between me and Sub anyway.
Yeah.
Hoping to get some music done with Double S this year. So we'll just see where it goes. I'm kind of just very much one of them people who's like, just play it by ear, see what happens.
Yeah. And even for future collaborations, like going back to one of the questions a little bit similar to what I asked you earlier, do you when you make certain like when you produce certain beats and that, do you also contact certain artists who live in different countries for like different vibes and things like that, or right now that's not something that you're looking into?
I have done in the past with a couple of American artists.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I feel like it just doesn't make sense at the moment.
Okay, yeah, it's one of them ones. Why not? Why doesn't it make sense?